retire as a vet and probably maybe put on a new. I'm in a cruise ship. I'm tired of this in the kitchen. But how else am I gonna get it? 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 I'm getting kinda tired of all this in the kitchen. How else am I gonna get it? How else am I gonna get it? How else am I gonna get it? How else am I gonna get it?
I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. It's opening week in the NFL, and today we have two teams are more than ready to get the season underway. It's the Panthers going up against the Buccaneers. The opening kick of the new season is straight ahead as we turn it over to our broadcast duo of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. With the distinctive pirate ship in the north end zone, we can only be in one place, and that's Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Tonight, we'll have the final two games of this kickoff weekend, and we begin with a great one here between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Kelvin Benjamin has to be a feature of this offense that's on your screen now.
Definitely a number one receiver, a huge target with some speed. It's almost like go-go gadget when he goes up to get the football. No matter how you defend him, he can go just a little bit higher.
First carry of the game here for Trey Mason. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
All week in practice, they stress grounding, pounding the football, and they really executed it well there to get the first down.
That usually means getting back to being physical in practice, because when you emphasize pounding the football, it doesn't really come together unless you practice it the same way you're going to play it in the game. That means more bodies, more pads, and a whole lot of popping last week, and they got it done in the game.
Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. But escapes the sand. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up third down on the sand. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Anytime a team goes on the road, there's always that little bit of fear that maybe they can be affected by the hometown crowd. But this is where game planning really came into play. They talked about it all week. Go in there, establish yourselves.
And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And without a doubt, not the way they picked.
That opening drive unfolded. No, they were making progress. progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. The first carry now for Doug Martin. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Second down, Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's brought down after a good gain. A very solid gain of 27.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
There's so many times during camp and practice that you get bored as a player doing regular drills. But how about that shed and skate drill right there by the linebacker? You do it each and every day. Get the blocker away and get into the backfield and make a big-time tackle. That's what we just saw.
To throw is Winston. And complete over the middle. Safarian Jenkins. 23 yards on the play.
I know I'm not in the rooting business, but I really like this kid, Austin Safarian Jenkins. Good catch there. I'm just hoping he can stay on the field and have some good health.
And the Bucs hoping so, too. Limited to 16 games total his first 2 seasons combined.
He is quite a target for a young quarterback. Jameis Winston can grow with this guy, and, boy, they can be a dynamic duo.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now Jameis on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And I think the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. Getting set to take the field. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect your offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A good pickup there, 22.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. Again, it's Williams. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So it'll be first down here after the run.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Second down and 4. And they're going to go soft on the corners. They'll try the air now with Newton. Benjamin with it over the middle. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw.
Here's Newton now on second down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. It's a gain of 5. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football, because sometimes you're throwing it in front.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Newton on 3rd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
That one goes for 24 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. On second down, here's Newton. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now it's Newton. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And now it's 4th down. Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. And his kick is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So they get the field goal, but part of that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't. But really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him with contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tall.
They come up in an offset eye. Back to the air, Newton on second down. Incomplete. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after after this timeout. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Throwing is Newton, eluding the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alteron Werner. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Jameis to throw it. Flushed out right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it. And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on third down.
5 defensive backs. On third down, Winston. And he locates Wheaton, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision. And receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Again, it's Winston. Caught, Safarian Jenkins, right side. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Winston now to throw on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Carolina getting set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now a play fake here on first down. Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Josh Keys in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And let's see, the Bucs with 6 DBs, so a dime set here on third down. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. On third down, here's Williams. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we send you cross-state to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley, he's got our EA Sports Halftime Report. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Stays on his feet. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Jameis on second down. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on first down.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Now it's Newton. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Alteron Werner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And not great starting field position here for the offense. Following the interception, Winston. It's caught by Carew. And he is out of bounds right around the 20. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Jameis to throw it. They were looking that time for Leonte Carew. And now it's 2nd down.
While an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play, for the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. Evans has it left side. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Let's see what they go to here on 3rd down and 6. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On 3rd down, Winston. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. The linebacker, Stephon Anthony, with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's got some space here. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Second down following the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push his way up to about the 14. Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
The pigskin on the 7-yard line now. It's first and goal. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal.
And Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Second and goal. Defense digging in again here. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
Brandon, now we find out what their definition of commitment is. They've run it on the first 2 plays. Do they come back and do it again? They're that.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Carlos Williams taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on third and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. So out come the Bucs now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Jameis now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up second down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there. So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And he'll go down at the 28. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up fourth down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense, finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And he's brought down. Back now in Tampa. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
To throw on second down is Newton. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Throwing on third down, Newton. Flush to his right, toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw in that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On the give, this is their fullback. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On the toss, here's Williams. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
They'll try the air now with Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Josh Keys in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. Getting late here in the fourth, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Third and long, it's Newton. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And they get 28 yards on that one. And the Buccaneers are going to have a first down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. A first down throw for Winston. This will be caught at the 2. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. They come out here in the eye. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Jameis Winston scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They begin the drive with Williams. A strong running. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Let's just go ahead and go back through that play with his eyes, because he's got to read his keys. Run or pass right off the top. You're probably going to read an offensive lineman to see if he sets up in pass protection, if he fires out for a running play. The next thing is you're going to check and see what the back's going to do. And if he ends up with the football, okay, now you got to check and see. Does an offensive lineman come downfield and try and block you? Are you going to try to elude it?
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Newton. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Shift together here from the D-line. One receiver to the left is Evans. Winston to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Here's Winston. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines.
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Newton to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll run it now out of the gun. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So now this one. Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their 2nd-year kicker. They'll spot it at the 40. It's a 50-yard kick for the win. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And that changes everything here in OT. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. Now the first throw in overtime for Winston. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
First down, here's the run with Martin. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Now Jameis on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. And he whips that one incomplete there. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. 9 yards to go. It's 3rd down. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. On 3rd down, Winston. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to make it 4th down. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Winston to throw for it on 4th. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too, and you saw his legs, tree trunks sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy down?
And that's part of the beauty of his game, because he has that toughness, that thick body. He may not beat you sprinting, but he's real sharp with his mind, and he knows how to get away from people. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Were we surprised a little bit? 2nd and 1, they went quarterback sneak. I know it works, so it's not like I'm second-guessing it all, but I thought they might go with something else there.
No, I'm sitting here trying to think the last time I saw a 2nd 1 sneak. I can't remember any.
Yeah, it's a rare call, because normally you're going to go ahead and use your back if you're going to run it, or if you want to throw it, a little quick pop there. But in this case, just get in behind those big guys and pick up a 1st down. Timing is crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. Excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done, now part 2.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. The busy night continues for Williams. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
So 3rd and 5, 3rd and medium here. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. 2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key 1st down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Whether it's what we call an even front or an odd front, and an odd front's real easy to figure out. If that guy is lined up over the nose of the center, typically that's an odd front defense. Odd number of people, meaning 3-4 versus the 4-3, which is an even front. You've got to control those guys in the middle. Whether it's the nose or the 2 defensive tackles in a 4-man front, if those guys can't get moved, you cannot run the ball in the middle of the field. And in that play, they were able to actually take care of business.
And now a 1st down following that long gain. From the red zone now, Newton. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans streaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, Davis.
I kind of figured that was coming.
So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Call it, Babe Ruth ball it. Your boyfriend's got a cauliflower and I'm a so sue me. Who you, Judge Judy? Stacking the rubies if life was a